Hey, what's up guys? I am Tim Henson, and today I'm going to be showing you my home studio recording setup and the things that I use and stuff. So first thing, we have the Black Lion Audio Power Grid 1, the PG1. This is just a power thing that things plug into with the back of this. All of this stuff plugs into this. It's got some numbers there. The next thing that we've got is this rack space filler, and you can run cables through here, and it's cool because it looks like little hairs. The next thing that we've got is the Apollo X8, and this is what I use as my interface. I think it has 8 outs, but it's got some pretty good converters. It's also got some pretty cool software. And then the next thing that we have is the Behringer something PowerPlay 16, and this is how we run ADAT through the live room so that our drummer Ashelman can hear the different things in his ears. Then we've got another cool little hairy toothbrush kind of thing that you stick cords through. After that, we've got the Black Lion Audio B12A Quad, which is preamps for the drums, because the drums need a lot of preamps for the mics. And then we've got the Phoenix Audio DRS8 MK2, also preamps for the drums, and I think there's 8 channels. So because there's a ton of microphones for the drums, that's why all the preamps are necessary. But yeah, my laptop plugs into all of this. I've got a MacBook Pro something or other, and goes to here. And this is what the setup looks like, and I sit here at my desk and I record things. Yeah, now I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite plugins and my workflow. Alright guys, so as many of you know, I have a plugin called Archetype Tim Henson. That's kind of my main workhorse when I'm doing my home recordings. I work out of Ableton, as you can see here. So I'm going to show you guys some really cool things that I like to do with my plugin, and then some other plugins that I use in conjunction with my plugin. So we're going to go ahead and open up an instance of Archetype Tim Henson, which we already have open. We're then going to go to the multi-voice preset, which comes loaded into the plugin when you get it. You're then going to insert your MIDI. Here I'm using the Purgatory MIDI from my song Purgatory. You can get the MIDI there from my website. So before you start recording, you're going to want to have your MIDI routed to Archetype Tim Henson. The way that you do that is you just hit the Alt right here, and then route it to Audio 2, and it's just the first thing that comes up right there on Archetype Tim Henson. So now you should be able to route your audio into the MIDI. Cool, so now we have our audio. And what we're going to do is cut off the tails here, just because I don't like to see that. And this is what it sounds like. So you can hear that we're like clipping a little bit. So what we're going to do is go into the multi-voicer and then turn down our harmonies. Much better. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do, I have a chain that I like a lot. So I'm going to open this up, and in here you can see that we've got a ton of stuff. And this is actually going to go inside of the multi-voice chain. But first,
you guys remember when I told you about Session Studio, the app designed for music creators to easily collaborate on audio ideas, lyrics, and songs, instantly organize song credits, and effortlessly store and share audio and releases? Well, Session Studio has just launched their brand new Creator tier. With the Creator tier, you'll have access to exclusive benefits that will provide you with amazing resources to make your creative process a breeze. Not only will you have everything that the free tier offers, but you'll also receive 500 gigs of storage and unlimited use of their playlists feature, where you can put together playlists to share with your collaborators or pitch to labels and publishers, making these playlists downloadable and shareable with ease. Plus, you'll have the ability to revoke share links whenever you need to. If you record music, Session Studio is already integrated with all the major DAWs like Pro Tools, Logic, Ableton, FL, and more. My partnership with Session means that I can offer you an exclusive 3-month promo to use the Creator tier for free. The promo code is TimSession. You can enter in the checkout when upgrading to the Creator tier monthly. By the way, I'm pleased to announce that I'll be the judge for Session Studio's monthly global songwriting competition. For October, you can win over $2,000 of cash prizes and software just by submitting a song securely through the Session Studio app, and I'll be listening to them. Full info and T&Cs are links below.
So at the beginning of the chain, we have a plugin called Spiff. And Spiff is a really insane plugin, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to take off everything and go through kind of what each plugin does. So with Spiff, this is what it sounds like. So this preset is called Aquarium Guitar, and basically what it does is it kind of just makes you sound like you're in an aquarium. I had to move all of this EQ so that it would like not sweep the range. So this is what it sounds like with that. All right, so then basically the raw DI signal is getting processed by Spiff before it hits Archetype Tim Henson. After Archetype Tim Henson, we're going to have FabFilter Pro C2, which is a compressor. So you can see here. It looks like my preset is Gentle Wide Mastering. And yeah, it's compressing it a bit. The next thing that we have is Soothe 2. It's by the same people that make Spiff. And this is, well, it's one of the best plugins to ever exist. You put Soothe on anything and it makes it sound good. So this is what it sounds like now. So this is a bit too percussive. That's the preset name. And it's just giving it a little saturation, a little more texture. It's kind of messing with the transients a bit. Then we're going to have Valhalla delay. And normally you're going to put your delays at the very end of the signal chain, but I'm a bastard and I like to do bullshit. So this is what the delay sounds like. So I don't even really have that much delay happening. The preset is Hi-Fi Guitar Slap 2. And it basically just, it doesn't, there's not too much, there's not like a tail or anything. It's more so a texture. The next thing that we're going to do is add another instance of Spiff at the end of the signal chain. And this time, the preset that we're going to use is called Instant Lap Steel. And as you can imagine, it makes your guitar sound like a lap steel in the sense that what Spiff does is it's a transient shaper. And so you could either have like extremely percussive stuff or extremely sustained stuff. And so what this one is doing is it's sustaining the shit out of this. So this is what it sounds like now. So at the beginning of the signal chain, I have Spiff on the aquarium setting, kind of like making the transients hit really hard and kind of cutting the tails off. And then at the end of the signal chain, I have the Instant Lap Steel preset that's kind of like, there's no transients on the Instant Lap Steel. So like, if I take off this, you can hear that the transients aren't there at all. I'm gonna turn this back on. So now we have our transients back, and then we have the sustain like really, dragging out. And then the very last part of the signal chain is Ozone Imager. And basically what I do here is I just make it a bit wider. So normally this is going to be like a fairly, I mean, I guess it's not going to be that much of a mono sound. As you can see in Archetype Tim Henson, we have it spread pretty wide. Now it's even fucking wider on the Imager. So yeah, that's basically my multi-voicer chain. If we take everything off and just leave Archetype Tim Henson, this is what it sounds like, just Archetype Tim Henson. Add that extra sauce, put this in the middle between Spiff and FabFilter, and it sounds like this. So yeah, just a little bit of extra sauce, and those are some of my favorite plugins.